What's up everybody and welcome to the club. In today's video we're going to be drawing Anakin Skywalker from Star Wars. Let's get started in the center of our page with the eyes. So starting on the left side, we're going to draw on the upper eyelid. Starting from the outside, we're going to curve in and then down on the inside. Now leaving a gap in the center, we're going to do the same thing on the right. So we'll line up the inside of the eyelid, draw a curve going up and then out. Let's go back to the inside and curl in the brow. Starting over on the left side, we're going to curve in and then up. Let's go to the right and do the same thing. And now we're going to tuck the eyes in underneath the eyelid. Starting over on the left side, we're going to draw a half circle. Leaving a gap, we'll step in, curve down towards the bottom of the eye, and then pull that in towards the inside of the brow. Let's add a highlight circle on the top left of each eye. So we'll start on the left side, just up against the edge of the eye, curve around and out. We're going to tuck this in underneath the eyelid. Just line this up on the right and do the same thing. So start right here, curve down and up underneath the eyelid. Then we'll draw a smaller circle in the center of the eye. And we're going to tuck this in behind the highlight. So start at the very bottom, curve around, up, and then out. We're going to fill that in black. We'll do the same thing over on the right. Starting from the bottom of the highlight, curve down, around, and then up, and then we'll fill that in black. Let's move back up and draw on the eyebrows. From the outside corner of the eye, we're going to step up and draw a curve, coming in, and then down towards the inside corner of the brow. Do the same thing on the right, curving up, and then out. I want to add some thickness to the brow. Starting on the left side again, we're going to taper this, coming in and then down. Let's fill the eyebrows in black. Let's move to the center and draw on the nose. We're going to start with the bottom edge of the nose first. Starting on the left side, we're going to curve down and then back up on the right. Now we're going to step up and draw a short curve in the opposite direction to the bridge of the nose. And we'll move down and draw in the mouth. Starting back over on the left, curve up and then down. We'll step down, draw a short curve coming down and up for the lower lip. Let's add a fold on the inside edge of the eye. Starting on the left, we're just going to curve down and out with a short line. Do the same thing on the right. Let's add a scar across the left eye. Starting out here, we curve down and in. And we're just going to taper that up so it gets wider going up underneath the eye. Let's go to the top. Curve out and up over the eyebrow. Then again, we're going to taper that back down and then in. Now we're going to move out and draw the lower half of the head. From the left eye, we'll step out. Starting out here, we're going to curve down, a large half circle, going down underneath the mouth. We're going to pull that up on the right side. Now going back to the left, we're going to draw on the side of the head. We're going to curve out, up, and in. Now from the top, we're going to draw on the front edge of the hair coming down towards the right side. So let's start up here. We're going to curve down, across the forehead. I'm just going to bend this around the right eyebrow and then down towards the side of the head. And then from here we're going to curve around and then in. I'm just going to pull this in to right about there. And then from that same point I'm just going to curve down and then out. We'll do the same thing on the left side. Then we're going to tuck the ears in underneath this curve. So we're going to step down, go out, and then up on both sides. Let's move back up and draw on the right side of the hair. From this point, we're going to step up, we're going to curve up towards the top of the head. I'm just going to bend this down towards the right, to right about there. Let's add a curl on the side of the head, going down and then up. I'm just going to taper that back down and then in. I'm going to work our way around the ear, going out and then in, and then we'll pull this down towards the bottom of the hair. Let's add a couple points along the bottom. Curve up and out. I'm just going to pull this back down and in with a short line, and then we're going to tuck this in underneath the head. Let's go back to the top and draw the left side of the hair. We're going to create an overlap, stepping up, curve up, and I'm just going to bend that down. Let's create another curl, going down and then out towards the left, and then again we're going to taper that back in with a short line. And then we're going to curve around the ear, going out and then in, taper that back up with a short line. I'm going to curve in the opposite direction, curving in and then out. And we're just going to pull this up and in behind the head. Let's move down and draw on the side of the body. Starting over on the left underneath the head, we're going to curve out and then down towards the hip. Move over towards the right, we'll do the same thing. Now let's connect the hips with a curve. Starting on the left, we'll come down and then up. I'm going to step up and draw that same curve. Let's add 2 belt loops on either side. So on the left, we're going to draw 2 straight lines side by side. And we'll do the same thing on the right side. And then in between the belt loops, we're going to draw 2 curves. One along the top, going down and up. Step down, do another one along the bottom. And then we're going to add a buckle. In the center, we'll draw 2 straight lines. Let's draw the inside of the collar. From the top of the body on the left, we're going to step in, draw a straight angled line coming down towards the center, just up above the belt. And then we'll go up on the right side. Now we're going to step in, draw that same angle line coming down, go over towards the left, and we're going to tuck this in behind that first line. Let's move down to the hips. On the left side, we're going to draw a straight angle line coming down and out. Do the same thing on the right. Now from here, I want to curve down and then in. To right about there. Do the same thing on the right. Just extend this out, down and in. I'm just going to pull this up and in underneath the belt. That same angled line that we have on the outside. Then halfway between the top and the bottom, we draw a straight line going across from left to right. Now from the center, we're going to step down, draw a curve from left to right, going up and then down. And we're going to leave a gap in the center, go over towards the left, curve out and down towards the left heel. Move over towards the right, curve out and down towards the right heel. And then from the heel, we're going to round out the bottom of the feet. Starting on the left, curve down and then up towards the toe. And the same thing on the right. Let's go back to the left. We're going to curve the top of the foot. Starting out here, we're going to curve up. I'm going to bend this down, aiming towards the heel. We're going to stop right about there. And do the same thing on the right, curving up and then down. Let's thicken up the sole. We're going to take this bottom curve, step up, and just trace that across. Now I'm going to go back up to the side of the flap, step in, curve down, and then in on top of the foot. Then we're going to move up, starting on the left, we'll curve down and then up for the edge of the boot. Line this up on the right, and do the same thing. Now we want to move back up and draw on the arms, but we're going to have the cape draping on top. So over on the right side, we're going to step down, curve out, and then down. Then we're going to curve down and then in. We're just going to round this out, curve down, and then out toward the edge of the cape. Let's move back up to the top. From the side of the body, we're going to step out, we're going to curve out, side of the arm, and then come down. Now near the bottom, we're just going to bend this back out towards the bottom edge of the cape. Let's add some folds across the cape. Starting from this point, we curve up and then in. Then we go to the inside, draw that same curve, going up and underneath. Then we go to the inside of the cape at the top of the body, curve out and then down. Now the arm on the left is going to be holding the lightsaber. So from the top of the body, we're going to step out, and curve out, and then down towards the inside of the elbow, and then we'll draw a straight angled line coming down towards the wrist. Now we're going to fold around the thumb. Starting from the wrist, we'll curve up, bend the thumb down, and it's going to round out the thumb and then pull that back up. Let's add in the palm. Starting from the inside of the thumb, curve down and then in. Now we're going to stack 3 fingers on the outside. So let's start at the top. We're going to draw a half oval going out, rounding it out, and then tucking that back in behind the thumb. Let's do another one. We're going to step out, curve out, down. Now we're going to tuck this in underneath the thumb. Do that one more time. Now we're going to draw the lightsaber in an angle. So let's start with the handle first. Underneath this finger, draw 2 straight angled lines coming down. We'll close off the bottom with a curve. Starting on left, we'll curve down and then up. Now we're going to extend these lines going up above the top finger. And then we'll close off the top with a straight line. Now let's draw on the lightsaber. From the corners, we're going to step in, draw 2 straight angled lines, going all the way up towards the tip. Go to the inside and do the same thing. And then we'll close off the top with a half circle. Now we want to draw the cape going over the arm, down and in behind the body. So we'll start from the wrist, curve in, and then down. Now at the bottom, we're just going to pull this in behind the leg. Down and then in. And then we're going to continue this curve going all the way over towards the right side. So we're going to go in between the legs. That's going to tuck this in underneath. And then we're going to add a couple folds. Starting from the elbow, we're going to draw a short curve coming down and in. And step down beside the body, curve out and then up. Now let's close off the bottom of the hand. On the finger, we're going to step down, curve in and then up. Step back down, curve in underneath the cape. And then we'll draw the back side of the cape underneath the hand. Starting down here, curve down, and then in. And that's pretty much it. There's Anakin Skywalker from Star Wars. I hope you enjoyed today's lesson. Make sure you subscribe and check out my Star Wars playlist. I have a ton of characters in there. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you again soon.